brother, how are you doing?
Good, and yourself?
All good, all good. Fred, we had a good time last year. Vision View Under-17 Easter Tournament is back again this year. Please tell us how is it different this year in terms of the teams that you have and how you structure the tournament?
So we have 4 international teams which we've obviously added. That being a team from Tanzania, a team from Namibia, a team from Zimbabwe, and a team from Botswana. There is more teams as well. Also tougher groups this year. We're obviously looking to just increase day by day, year by year. I think Claudio has done a very, very good job. Transition football, the background has worked a lot in order to get the tournament much bigger and better this year, also more successful.
You mentioned international teams that have come through. How important is that for the continued development of the boys who obviously most of them are not exposed to international football or different styles of football outside the country?
I think it's very important, for us to get that exposure to the boys earlier on, so that if they do get called up to national team level, they are, get a feel of what it is to play against teams from, neighboring African countries. We do know that the African countries generally have bigger, stronger players, so it's very good to test them out on the field now while they're still young, so that when they get, to your first team level, Bafana call up, they do have a kind of a sense of what it is like to play against your Central African guys, East African guys. They get a feel of that.
In terms of the prize, I remember last year we had player of the tournament and so on. What do you have in store for us this year?
So this year we still have your player of the tournament, obviously your winners, and then obviously your goalkeeper of the tournament, which I'm looking forward to seeing.
Goalkeepers Association, always interested in goalkeeper issues.
People call it the devil's advocate. I'll play the devil's advocate. My passion is goalkeeping. It's actually good to see the amount of quality goalkeepers we have in the tournament this year. I know the Tanzanian team actually came out with a very, very good goalkeeper. The level of goalkeeping in the country in general for me has been picking up. So I'm happy that the goalkeepers, are shining.
Speaking of goalkeepers, help us here. There's this belief that the taller, the better. What is your view? Because in terms of average height in South Africa, we know there's tallest, the West African guys, and so.
I believe. Talking about goalkeepers and height, the Tanzanian goalkeeper who I just spoke about, he's not too tall. My goalkeeper from transition football, he's not too tall either. But if you had to ask me, the shorter goalkeepers in this tournament are proving to be much better in terms of jumping, aerial balls, making the saves. So I really don't really agree with the taller the better. I just believe that it's a question of ability. You know what I'm saying?
On the tournament, pulling off a tournament of this magnitude is definitely not easy. There's a lot of work that goes in the background, sourcing sponsors. Who are some of the sponsors and some of the people who work in the background to ensure that this tournament is a success?
So first and foremost, we give a big shout out and a big thank you to the venue, the ground staff of PCK, Pinnacle College Kyalami. This is fortunately one of our bases where we do our development work. We also shout out to guys like Flight Center. Flight Center have come out and helped us in terms of branding, etc. And a massive one goes to Vision View itself. They've been ever present in the planning, the organization, the streaming. This year we were fortunate enough to have streaming on both fields, and just the coaches in the background, the admin staff. Claudio, like I said himself, he's been I know he's had a few sleepless nights working and putting together fixtures. So it's quite good. I'm actually, for myself, I'm really surprised that the tournament turned out to be so successful this year.
Transition are out, so the final is between Panorama and Chiefs, so we are neutral in this case. Who do you think will take it?
I think if I were to say that, it would be a conflict of interest. I'd rather just say, may the best team win. We play often against Panorama, so I can't say who will win, who won't win. But may the best team win. I'd actually like to know who you think would win.
I just want a good game of football, that's all.
That's always what you're here for.
Thank you very much, my brother, and all the best going forward.
Thank you so much.